We're here at a very, very noisy and busy EGX with James from Raw Fury.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about the not the blueprints, but blueprints.
Just blueprints.
Which is, it's a bit of a play on words with blueprint and blueprints, isn't it?
That's the first mystery solved. It's lots of puzzles in this game, but that's a fairly easy one to kick off with.
And the idea, I gather, is that your grandfather has died and you've either inherited or are going around a massive mansion and you're trying to find a hidden room.
Yeah, so the main thing you start off with is just trying to find room 46, but when you first start playing the game, you'll see there's 45 rooms.
Yep.
So trying to find room 46 is your first objective.
And how does that unfold gameplay-wise? Is it just sort of investigation and finding notes and finding keys and that kind of thing? Or
Yeah,
how does the mystery come about?
Yeah,
without spoilers.
Yeah, it's very difficult to sum it up, but yeah, so you're going through, you're choosing the rooms as you go and almost building this house to get towards your target, which to start off with, as you might be able to see in the background, there's a ante-chamber at the top, which is your initial sort of target when you first start playing the game. But as you go through, you kind of decide the rooms that you enter before you actually get towards them. So every time you go to a door, you choose the room that's behind that door, and you sort of build as you go. And all of those rooms have different abilities. Some give you things, some take things away. Some are self-contained puzzles in their own right. Some are puzzles that will go across multiple rooms. So as you can see, it's quite a layered game. It gets very deep. But the other thing is you only have a certain amount of steps you can take every day.
Oh, wow.
And every time you go into a room, you take a step away. Once you've used up all your steps, you're exhausted and you must go away and rest. But then when you come back to the house the next day, it's completely reset and you start again.
Okay.
So you take your knowledge of the rooms and the puzzles that you may have solved that day with you, and there may be ways to take certain items and things across days, but essentially you're starting from that platform again.
That's an interesting mechanic. I don't think I've heard of anything like that before. That's very, very strange. Yeah, I can imagine you'd have to be quite a sort of test of memory and so on. And
yeah, memory is a good point because we really encourage people when they're playing this to have some kind of notebook with
Real
them.
notes. Yeah, that's good.
I mean, like most of us are Raw Fury and people who've played the game have got extensive notes, screenshots, everything you can to try and piece together all of these puzzles. And yeah, it's really useful because there's puzzles within puzzles. So even when you think you've solved one,
puzzles within puzzles.
Yeah, and you suddenly go, oh, hang on, that thing I did, a few days ago in the game, that's actually relevant again here. And I might have to build on that to answer, the next plot point.
So is there a kind of a procedural element going on in the background behind the scenes?
There's kind of like random elements, but also elements chosen by the player in your own strategy. Like there's certain types of rooms that you might favor on a certain day because you want to solve a certain puzzle. And that's with the intention of not getting to the top room maybe, but it's sort of the intention of solving a specific puzzle that you've seen in a certain type of room. So yeah, we've seen like people playing the demo, or even with the demo, like having a certain strategy to trigger different types of rooms that will help them. But yeah, it can be played in many different ways,
Well, you've done the job of getting me intrigued about it. That's for sure.
Good.
How close is it to release? Do you have a demo? Is it out already? What's the vibe?
So the demo that we've got here today is available on Steam right now. It's going to be up for a short amount of time. And the demo is really representative of the build as a whole at the moment. You can see it's very, very polished. The dev has been working on this for 7-8 years now, so you can imagine how far along we are in the process. We haven't announced the release date just yet, but I think you can see that we're in a really good shape.
Yeah, I mean, it looks really, really polished for a demo for sure.
Yeah.
Cool. And just one final question on another subject. How have you found the show so far? Because I know it was obviously after COVID, shows sort of went smaller and we seem to be back to a very big indie area at EGX.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, it's been great with the combination with MCM, Comic Con as well. Obviously brought in a lot more people. I think like the number one requested thing from Comic Con has been like more games for people to actually play. So we're really happy to introduce people to our games. Having one of each of these games has been a really good strategy for us, and it's just been great to see so many people coming and playing them.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for taking me through it, and really good luck with the rest of the show. I'll be sure to download the demo before it disappears.
Good luck with your strategy for blueprints.
Yeah, I'll try my best. I don't have a great memory, so I'm going to need notes.
We'll get you a notebook.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Thanks.